But I mean, if you look at it, from the balance perspective and how well the engine works itself, it's a good game. But he was in Tekken. He was the best Tekken tag player in the country. He was ridiculous.
And who ended up dethroning him?
I ended up dethroning him.
Why are you so hesitant to say that? That's uncharacteristic of you.
I don't want him to blow me off or something later on.
I don't think he's going to come out of retirement to blow you up.
I got a chance to play him at Evo like the night before Grand Finals.
Yeah, probably something that is very, very hyped to a lot of people, and really only a couple of us saw it.
Yeah. It was,
and there were some tears.
There were some matches.
There are some both guys. There are some tears.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was funny. Like he first started beating me with Raiden, and then I started beating his Raiden, and then he went to Johnny Cage, and then I was killing his Johnny Cage. I was like, oh my god, I'm so fucking good at this game. And then like he downloaded my Scorpion hard to the point to where I couldn't win, and like I just had to. It was bad. I don't know how long the streak got, but Johnny Cage started blowing me up.
Yeah, I was like half asleep, but I could like every once in a while register the tears coming.
Yeah, his Johnny Cage started killing me.
Yeah,
but
he's really good.
Really fucking good.
Okay, now I'd like to get some Scorpion tips for the Scorpion players out there. And I hear
tips?
Scorpion tips.
Yeah, like what tips you want though?
How do you win matches?
You win matches. Kind of a broad concept. But Scorpion is. It depends on the matchup. I mean, the matchup changes when you have meter. That's when it really is in Scorpion's favor, because no character can zone Scorpion once he's got meter, because when he's got EX Teleport and when he's got EX Spear, no special move is safe in the game.
Alright.
Now, when he doesn't have meter is when he kind of struggles, because then he kind of gets out-zoned, and he's got to work his way in, and he doesn't have a whole lot of options. When he's got meter and no one can throw a fireball, I mean, you got to play his game, or he's going to get in for free with that EX Teleport. I mean, you got to start ducking, and then you just start eating Hellfires, and it just starts setting everything up. And then, like, you frustrate people. I mean, he just punishes. He just punished the shit out of people. They jump, fucking down one that ass into a 50-50 guessing game up. But it's mainly just, that's the gist of it. It's just punishing and getting that meter and keeping them honest, and once they start respecting you, then you get to come in and do whatever you want.
Okay, now I've got a question. On the 50-50 reset, how do you fight? How do you combat that? I mean, is it a total guess?
Right, there's a lot of controversy about this. We hear a lot that it's not a real 50-50.
That's such bullshit. It's a difference of one fucking frame. It's a just frame to even pull the fuzzy guard off. And then if you, in the slightest human error can fuck it up. Like if I do my jump neutral punch at a different height, it's going to be a different timing for that fuzzy guard. If I don't jail it, it's going to be a different timing for that fuzzy guard. So, no, it's a guess. You just got to guess 50-50. Anyone tells you otherwise is full of shit.
What about the people that say they can see the overhead?
They are full of shit.
Or hear it. There's a rumor that you can hear it.
You can hear it. You can hear the swords clank right as they hit you.
Everybody, go into training mode and try it. Don't believe what you hear on TYM. Go into practice mode and do back one and listen for the sound. You have one frame at most. That's hilarious, man. That is really funny. If you can block that back two by hearing it, why are you playing this game? Why are you not playing games with those reactions? You need to play Street Fighter 4 where you can win thousands of dollars. Because I mean, why are you playing this game with $500 pots?
Unless there's a special sound that comes out, like before the swords clank that only dogs can hear, and you have dog ears or some shit. You know, get the fuck out of here. It's the goddamn stupidest thing I've ever heard. You can hear it. Let's all just close our eyes and play Mortal Kombat blind and hear everything.
So would
We'll
that
all
mean,
be like Kenshi and blow at each other up.
so Daredevil would really blow up you? He'd blow you up?
Daredevil would get his ass kicked in real life.
No way, man. Didn't you see the movie? You can see shit.
That movie sucked. Speaking of movies, it is Halloween weekend. So, what are your favorite Halloween or horror movies?
That's a good question.
Well, I'll go first.
Okay.
All right, Halloween, of course, the original, not Rob Zombie's bullshit. Day of the Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street.
New or old?
All the originals. No
Okay.
remake bullshit. And this new movie I just watched called Trick or Treat. Have you guys seen that?
No.
It's really good. I'd highly recommend it. All right, you go.
Scream 1.
What? That movie sucks.
That's one of the smartest horror movies, man. It's really, really clever.
That movie's gay.
Dude,
Scream
No
1.
explanation or reasoning. Just
Get the
that
fuck
movie
outta
is
here.
gay.
Dude, that movie is really, really smart satire on horror movies. But when that movie saved the slasher movies were dead before Scream came. You have to stop thinking about Scary Movie and the sequels and all that, and go back to 1996. That movie, I'll say that movie's brilliant. Actually, that opening scene is the best well-made kill in slasher movie history. It's intense. It's not necessarily scary, but I mean it's very, very intense. Go watch that without, the sequels ruining it, and how many slasher movies there are right now. That is, you look at the Friday the 13th Part 8 and shit like that. That shit, no one looked at Jason and thought he was a monster. No one was intimidated by Jason. No one was tense watching a Friday the 13th movie. They were ridiculous. Jason was in Manhattan. We had Leprechaun in the Hood, right?
You needed Johnny Cage's fatality.
Yeah, right. And then you look at that opening kill when he kills Drew Barrymore. I mean, that you hang up at me again and I'll gut you like a fish. I mean, that was great stuff. The first time you see the mask, when she looks up in the window and he turns around, that's one of the best jump scares that's ever been. Watch that movie now and appreciate it. That movie is brilliant, and I'll argue with anyone about that.
I don't like it.
It's a great whodunit too. For the ending, the fact that there's two killers, people are gonna say, "Oh, I saw it coming." No one would have ever guessed that it was two guys. And the brilliant thing is, you can go back and you look at it, it all makes sense. You can totally account for where Billy and Stu were at all times. We know who did which. I mean, that movie is perfect.
Billy and Stu.
Yeah, that's a great horror movie. And it's funny, too. It's like the only thing good that David Arquette ever did. I mean, he's the worst WCW champion ever,
Yeah.
but he's great as Dewey. And also, my favorite horror movie is Signs. I think
That's
Signs
a good movie.
That's not a horror movie.
No.
What are you
Signs-
talking about?
Signs is a horror movie, man.
That is not a horror
It's pretty
movie.
freaky.
No, it's suspenseful. It's not horror. There's no blood and guts and crazy shit going on.
Because blood and guts aren't real horror. They're not really scary. Signs is a movie that's
That's
that scene.
no.
That
It's just
scene-
suspenseful. It doesn't mean it's a horror.
Okay, that scene where Commodus is in the closet and he's watching TV and that birthday party, and you see the footage of the alien.
Yeah.
That's one of the great horror movies of all time. That is so real. That is
I don't know about that one.
Vamonos, kids. Vamonos.
yeah. Signs is great, and I'll argue that too. Those are two good movies, not
The thing I have with Signs is, why the fuck would a alien intelligent race invade a planet that is made up of something that will just destroy them? That's like us going into let's take over Jupiter.
What would
where it's
happen
all
when it
types of
rains?
toxins.